You're probably watching this alone right now, maybe in bed, maybe in the dark. Maybe the last real conversation you had was with a barista. And honestly, that felt kinda nice. Well, congratulations. Your brain noticed, and it has thoughts. Big, dramatic, scientific thoughts. Loneliness is not the same as being alone. You can be alone on a mountain and feel perfectly great. And you can be in a room full of 200 people and feel like you're on a completely different planet. Loneliness is the gap between the connection you want and the connection you actually have. The moment your brain detects social isolation, it fires up your social pain network, the same circuits as physical pain. Your brain literally cannot tell the difference between being rejected by friends and being kicked in the shin. A 2003 UCLA study confirmed this. Social exclusion and physical pain activate the exact same brain region, which explains why a breakup genuinely feels like getting hit by a bus. Your brain wasn't being dramatic, it was accurate. Here's why your brain reacts this dramatically. Your prehistoric ancestors were not exactly thriving as solo acts. Being alone meant danger, a walking snack for whatever large animal was nearby. Your brain evolved loneliness as an alarm system. It's 2024. The tigers are gone. But your brain still runs the same ancient software, Caveman version 1.0. When loneliness triggers your brain's alarm, your body floods with cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Cortisol in small doses is useful. It sharpens focus, boosts alertness. But with chronic loneliness, the tap never turns off. Sustained high cortisol suppresses immunity, disrupts sleep, increases blood pressure, promotes inflammation. Over time, sustained cortisol actually shrinks the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. What loneliness does to your sleep is genuinely wild. Lonely people spend more time in bed, but get less restorative sleep. Lonely people experience more micro-arousals during sleep, the brain briefly waking to scan for threats. Ancient alarm, still running. Lonely leads to bad sleep. Bad sleep leads to withdrawal. Withdrawal leads to lonelier. Scientists call it a cycle. We call it a Tuesday. We built the most powerful social tool in history, put the whole world in each other's pockets, and then loneliness rates doubled. Higher passive social media use is consistently linked to increased loneliness, social comparison, and inadequacy. Liking someone's Instagram post is not actual human connection. Your brain knows the difference, even when you pretend you don't. Spoiler: double tapping a photo, feeling nothing, putting phone down, picking it back up immediately. Your brain clocked all of that. Here's a fact that sounds made up, but is completely real. Loneliness is socially contagious, like a virus. A 2009 study found loneliness spreads through social networks, traveling up to 3 degrees of separation. The UK literally appointed a minister for loneliness. Britain said, "This is now an official government problem." Wonderful. TA meta-analysis of 70 studies, 3 million people, found chronic loneliness increases risk of premature death by 26%. That's comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Loneliness as dangerous as being a daily smoker. 29% higher risk of heart disease, 32% higher risk of stroke, weakened immunity, faster cognitive decline. Your social life is, quite literally, a matter of life and death. Evolution knew this all along. Before every introvert writes an angry comment, let's be precise. Introversion is not the same as loneliness. Introverts prefer less social interaction, and when they get it on their terms, They feel recharged, not depleted. That's a win. Loneliness is about wanting more connection, but feeling unable to access it. If you're genuinely content alone, you're not lonely. Fix one. Weak ties matter more than you think. Brief, positive interactions with acquaintances have real, measurable effects. Fix two. Quality over quantity. One genuinely close friendship beats 500 followers. Your brain wants depth, not breadth. Fix three. Volunteering. Studies show regular volunteers report significantly lower loneliness, purpose, and belonging combined. Fix four. Get off the phone, into a room. In-person interaction activates social reward circuits that digital simply cannot. Fix five. Therapy works. CBT specifically addresses the thought patterns keeping lonely people stuck: hypervigilance, negative self-view. Here's the final plot twist. Loneliness is actually a sign that you are functioning perfectly. It means your brain correctly values human connection. The pain exists because belonging matters to your survival. Think of loneliness like hunger. Hunger isn't a malfunction. It's a signal. Your brain saying, go find someone. So, loneliness activates pain circuits, floods cortisol, shrinks your hippocampus, wrecks your sleep, and spreads like a virus. Your brain isn't being dramatic. It needs connection, not followers, not likes, not that group chat with 3 people who never respond. Real, reciprocal, in-person human connection is what your brain craves. And recognizing the signal is the first step. Now go text someone, not a meme, an actual message. Science says it counts. Seriously. If your brain is wondering what social media is actually doing to your mind, that's our next video. Hit subscribe. Drop your answer below. Happy introvert, or genuinely want more connection. No judgment. We're all here together. See you next Thursday, and hey, you watched this whole video. You weren't alone the whole time. Bye.